Hi guys, happy Monday. Hi, happy Monday. I'm just going to get set up. I'm doing this recording on a couple different formats. So I just want to make sure that we are all ready to go. Okay. Hi, happy Monday. Okay, so today, I have a really important message that I want to share with anyone who has ever tried network marketing and you feel like you just kind of fell flat on your face. So this message is for you. It will also, I think, resonate with anyone who's currently in network marketing, but you kind of feel like you're kind of spinning your wheels a little bit, or for anyone who has tried to create a more of a traditional business and didn't go quite as planned. So this message is for you if any of those sound like you. And I just want to get something out there right from the beginning. I want to be really, really clear here. I don't have anything against network marketing. So I don't want anyone to misunderstand this video. I really don't have anything against network marketing. I've seen lots of people succeed. I've seen lots of people totally rock their network marketing business. So I don't want anyone to misunderstand. This video is not to knock network marketing. Okay, so just want to be really, really clear. So that being said, I'm going to jump right into the reason that I'm creating this video today. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my own experience and how it has kind of informed or guided me to where I am right now. So one thing that I find with network marketing is that it can be really common for one person to see what works for them and then try to apply it to everyone else. And so this was something that I ran into when I started in my journey with network marketing. So just a little bit of background. For anyone who doesn't know, about maybe 2 years ago or so, I had just finished up my wellness coaching certification, my Reiki certification, and my Law of Attraction practitioner certification. I was really excited to get coaching, like super excited, but I was also really nervous, and I really understood that really high level of responsibility that comes with being a coach. And so I initially started with a network marketing company rather than creating my own business from the ground up. And I think that that is kind of a pretty common way for people to go about starting their own journey with their business or with their coaching, whatever it may be. And so I started with a network marketing company. It made me feel a little bit more comfortable because I was having those nerves. I was feeling a little bit afraid of stepping into my own business all by myself. So I started with this company, and quite honestly, it didn't go according to plan for me. I didn't really get where I wanted to be, and eventually I decided to stop. I decided it wasn't for me, and I decided to quit the company. And then later on, I started the Hidden Moments lifestyle, which is now a little bit more of a traditional business model, and I'm not with a network marketing company at the moment. So I wanted to share with you a couple of things that I learned from my lesson of completely falling on my face when it comes to network marketing. Because I think even though my situation might be a little bit different than yours, I expect that some of you will be able to really relate to some of the lessons that I learned, and it might help you on your journey, and it might even stop you, like if you are in network marketing, it might stop you from having the same experience that I did. So a couple things came up for me while I was in the network marketing business. And the first, like I said, sometimes people who have found success, they like to teach you what has worked for them, but kind of in like a blanket format of like this, like thou shalt. So this is what you have to do to be successful in network marketing. And so, my uplines, they taught me what had worked for them, and they had built these amazing, beautiful businesses in a very specific way. And so basically my thought was, well, I'm not an expert here, so I'm just going to take what worked for them. I thought success leaves clues. I'm going to take what worked for them and I'm just going to implement it for myself. Now, the problem with that is that their methods didn't fit with my personality. It didn't fit with what was authentic for me. And so I didn't feel like I was in a high level of integrity when I was implementing these strategies because they weren't authentic for me. And so, I think one of the really common strategies out there is that you reach out to people, you start a conversation and then you tell them about whatever it is you're trying to sell, and it's always focused on your product. And then, there's all these kind of scripts or things to say when someone pushes back and says, like it's not the time, or, I don't have the money right now, or whatever that argument might be. There's a pretty standard answer on what you're told to say. And, and some of the responses are quite blunt, I guess. So if someone says to you like, well, I can't afford it right now, the response is like a standardized, well, if you're spending X amount on coffee, or if you're spending X amount on this part of your life, then you can afford to do this for your health, kind of thing, right? And so for some people, and I saw this, that really worked for them. So I saw so many people in the company using these strategies, and it was 100% effective. And that's awesome. But for me, I wasn't comfortable using those strategies, and anytime I did, it didn't work. It just wasn't working for me. And what I realized, looking back afterwards, is that the reason that it works so well for some people is because it is aligned with their style. It's aligned with their personality, it's aligned with their brand, it's aligned with their core beliefs. It's just aligned with who they are. It's the type of conversation that they would have anyways. And so it comes really naturally to them. It feels really authentic on both ends. Whereas for me, that is not my coaching style. My coaching style is more, I'm going to meet you where you are. And so I'm not saying one style is better than the other, but they're just very different. So for me, if I'm working with a client, I will challenge you and I will create a safe space so that we can do that, but I'm going to meet you where you are. I'm not going to push in that really like kind of blunt way. I'm going to push in a lot more of like a gentle, let's work together kind of way. And so for me, using that method where you're just very blunt and to the point and really calling somebody out like that, it didn't work for me because it wasn't my style. And so that was a really important lesson for me when it came to creating my new coaching business, was that this has to be about me, about my style of coaching and what feels authentic for me. And so for you, you have to think about the same thing. So if you are in network marketing and you are like me and you're feeling like some of these strategies, they just don't mesh with your personality, you need to take ownership of that and do something that does feel right to you. So just because something works for someone else doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you, especially if it doesn't align with your beliefs, your personality. So you have to be really careful that way. And like I said, I saw a lot of people getting success using those methods, but it's because it already fit with who they were as a person. So That was one of my biggest mistakes when I was in network marketing. I thought that because something had worked for someone else that I had to follow it. And that really goes back to taking ownership of your business. So even if you are in network marketing, even if you think the product is your main focus, it's not. Network marketing is your business and you are your brand. And how you communicate with your potential clients is absolutely crucial in building that rapport with them and getting their trust. And so you need to make sure that you're doing that from a place of authenticity. And that was one of my really key issues when it came to network marketing. So I want you to think about that in your business as well if you're finding that you have similar struggles to what I was going through. The second piece is that, like I said in the beginning, I was really nervous about being a coach. So I knew that I was qualified. I knew that I had all these certifications, and I 100% knew that I was being called to coach. I knew that. But I also was really nervous. And like I said, I understood that being a coach is a really high level of responsibility. So when you're a coach, you have people coming to you and they want your help. They want you to help them transform their lives. And that is a huge, huge thing to be helping someone with. And it is the biggest absolute privilege to help a client, but it also is an enormous level of responsibility because you come to this from a place of service and you want to really help them. So I was really nervous in that capacity about becoming a coach. And so one of the things that I did, and this was a huge lesson for me as well, was that I thought if I joined a network marketing company and then, I sold my clients a product and coached them, all for the price of the product, I thought, well, at least if I fall flat on my face, if I'm not good at coaching this person, at least I know I have the comfort that they only actually paid for the product. And looking back, that was a huge, huge mistake for a number of reasons. It doesn't serve your client to have that kind of a perspective because they might be buying a product, but they're there for you. They want the coaching and they want the rapport. They want to have that established relationship because the reality is they could buy a product from anyone. There is no shortage of products. There's no shortage of people selling. So if they've come to you, it's for a reason. And it's about you, not about the product. So it doesn't serve your client if you are discounting your role in the relationship there. And the second piece was that I wasn't doing anything for myself in thinking that. And so I was really discounting all of my qualifications. I was discounting the fact that I was really feeling called to do this. And even more than that, when I actually did start working with my clients, we had this incredible relationship, this incredible experience together where I really did see my clients starting to transform their lives and do amazing things. And so I was discounting my role in that as well, and my role as a coach and my ability as a coach, because I was solely relying on being part of a network marketing company as being that source of value rather than recognizing my own value within that relationship. So if you're joining a network marketing company because you're feeling insecure about your own role in a coaching relationship, then I would encourage you to make sure you're actually joining a company for the right reasons, and also make sure you're doing the inner work on yourself so that you can best serve your client and do it in a way that's also serving your soul's true calling. That inner work is absolutely critical, especially if you are a coach of any kind. It's absolutely critical. You need to work on yourself so that you can help your clients. So If that's why you're joining a network marketing company, if you're a little bit like me and you're a little nervous and you feel like you need that kind of extra structure, that extra guarantee that your client is getting value, I would really encourage you to get to the root of that insecurity and address it now. Because that insecurity, if you don't address it, it will follow you. And to be honest, once I addressed that insecurity fully, I realized that my true calling actually was building a business on my own that I could completely tailor to my own calling, to what I wanted to share, and 100% to my clients and what they need from me. And so I would really encourage you to do that inner work and make sure that you are joining a company for the right reasons, because you love the product, because you love the company's values. You think that, they're adding value to the world. Don't join because you feel like you need that crutch to support you as a coach. So be really, really careful about the reasons behind why you're joining. So those were my two huge lessons from joining a network marketing company. I'm not saying that I would never do it again. I don't regret it at all. I met some amazing people, some of which I'm still in contact with today. I saw some people, totally rocking their business, and it was really inspiring. And I took away some lessons that I still use to this day, even though my business looks completely different. So my final big lesson, and this one probably is the biggest, and I really want to share it with you, is that if you tried network marketing, or if you tried your own business and it didn't go the way you thought it would, if you feel like you failed at it, that doesn't mean it's time to quit. It doesn't mean that you aren't good at this. All it means is that you have some lessons to help you move forward. So if you truly feel called to do something, whatever it may be, if you truly feel like your place is in a network marketing company, or if you truly feel like your place is being a coach or owning your own business, follow that calling and just take those lessons with you. There are things that you can learn from your experience that you can apply to any endeavor. So whatever it is that your soul is telling you to do, you can take those lessons and apply it. Failing once, it's not a failure. It's lessons. So take that with you. Use it to fuel you as you move forward. Don't use it to stop. Don't use it as a reason to feel insecure or to stop what you're doing, because you absolutely are doing an amazing job. You just have some lessons to learn and take with you. So if that's your only takeaway today, I hope that it resonates, and I hope that you realize that you truly are capable and that you didn't fail. You just have some really insightful lessons that you can take with you. Okay? Have a beautiful day.